Alright guys, so now we have our main heading and our paragraph with our emphasized text. So I'll show you again what that looks like in the browser. So we have our main heading here and then our paragraph. So the next thing I want to do is I want to actually upload photos to this web page. I want to actually upload images to this web page. As you can see in my folder here, I have our photos XHTML document, and then I have these two photos here. One of them is a picture of a koala bear and one's a picture of a lighthouse. So I want to upload these to my web page, and what I do is, remember I told you about the elements here. This is a P element and this is a ending P element. This is a strong element, an EM element. Well, to upload images we just use an image element, IMG element, okay? And then to actually upload the image we use attributes. What an attribute is, you see inside this right angled bracket, inside here we put our attributes. So I want to put some attributes in here, and basically the first attribute you put in is the source attribute, src. It's just like source, like the source of the image, where the web browser looks for the image to upload it. So source equals, and in quotation marks you put in the name of the image. So the name of the image is koala. So in the quotation marks we put koala, and also the file type is JPG. So I want to put in koala.jpg, and that's the source of it. Okay, I'm also going to need a width attribute and a height attribute. That'll be its measurement in pixels, and you got to make sure it's the exact pixel measurement as the actual photo to avoid distortion of the picture. So to find out the size of your picture, just double click on it, open it up. I've got it as a Firefox document, and if you open it up in Firefox actually gives you its dimensions in pixels: 400 pixels wide, 300 pixels high. This is our picture here. So when I go back in the text pad, I'm just going to say width equals, and then in quotes, 400, and then you have height equals, in quotes, 300. So you see here inside our element we have our image element, and after the element name and before the right angled bracket we put our attributes. And for our attributes we have the attribute name, or in this case source, or width, or height, and then we have the attribute value, which is, you have the equal sign and then the value goes inside quotation marks. So the source here and then the value, and then the name of the attribute is width, the width of the picture, and that equals to the value, which is 400 pixels inside quotation marks. So that's how you upload. There's actually one more thing. You see the way with every element, see the P element, we have the P tag, the opening P tag, then we have the closing P tag. With the strong element we have the opening strong tag and the closing strong tag. Same with H1, opening H1 tag, closing H1 tag. Well, so now you would assume then that there must be a closing image tag. Well, we do need to close, with every element we open we need to close it, but with some elements they are called what are called empty elements, which means we're not going to be putting anything inside here, so we don't actually need this here. What we can actually do instead is just a / here inside the one tag, and this actually, it's a self-terminating tag. So that's what we need to terminate it. So just don't forget the / to terminate it. And now if we save this and we refresh it in Firefox, we have our picture. Now we've uploaded our picture to the page. So that's that picture there. Okay, what I want to do, I want to upload another picture. So the same thing again, just to go through it again as well. We need our image element, we need our source attribute, so source equals, and in quotation marks we put the value of our source, which is the name of our image. So I want to put up this image here, the lighthouse, and it's a JPG file again. So in here we put lighthouse.jpg, and I want to give it the width. I want to give the width and the height measurements. So I've got to find the exact one. So I'm going to open it up in Firefox. It's 400 by 300 pixels again, same size. So width equals 400 and height equals 300, and then we just got to terminate the tag with a /. And then we save this and we refresh Firefox. Here's our image there again. So now we have our two images up on our web page. The last thing I would want to say, I have to say to you though, these image elements, remember we talked about inline elements and block elements? Well, image elements are inline elements, they're not block elements. As you can see here, this image here, the second image, just goes beside the first image, whereas if they are block elements, this image will take up all the space beside it too. See the way the H1 up here takes up all the space here, so the next thing goes on the next space down here. So another thing about that is we can actually put the koala bear image into this sentence here, as I'll show you. I'll just cut this out and I'll paste it in here. So just save that. So refresh that, and now you can see the koala bear image is actually in the sentence. It's in line with the sentence, in line with the paragraph, in line with the P element. So yeah, it's just another little thing I gotta show you. So I'll undo that, and I'll have everything back to normal. Refresh that back to normal. So there you go, that's my photos page. We have my photos, the heading. Then we have here are my photos. They are cool. Yeah, so that's your tutorial for now. So thanks.